beautiful creative people. This is Kiala Givehand of Giving Hands Creative, and I'm here today for book 28 of the Book in a Day series. It is Sunday, July 14th, and it's 1:58, almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And today is my husband's birthday. Yay! Happy birthday, happy birthday. So I'm doing a really simple, what I hope will be a very simple book today, so that I'm not working on this all day of his birthday. So I have this, one of my favorite journals that is well loved and almost completely filled with stuff, is a journal that I purchased. I don't remember where I actually purchased it from, but the brand, the company that makes it is called Studio O, O-H, Studio O. And it is, this has sort of like a fabric-y feel. It's not, I don't think it's fabric, I'm not really sure, but it's like a fabric-y cover. And then it has an exposed sewing for the spine, and then it has two hardcover book board pieces attached to it. So it's one of my favorite journals, and so I figured, maybe I can try to recreate this in some form. Now, what I already know that I'm not going to be able to do is they have these pages so flattened out that it's really amazing. And I might be able to do that if I did like 2-page signatures. So we'll see. So my goal today is to try and recreate this book, probably smaller than this, and probably a lot thinner. It won't be as thick as this one, maybe half the size, give or take. We'll see what I can come up with. So that is my plan for today, and I'm not going to talk a lot because I'm probably going to just use some scrapbooking paper as my cover, and I'm going to use bookboard. And then they have like this beautiful sort of it's almost like a scrapbook paper on the inside to sort of have it as the end sheet and the very first little fly sheet there. So I'm probably going to do something similar to that and really truly try to mimic this book as closely as possible. Of course, different covers and that kind of stuff, but the structure of this book is what I'm mimicking. So that is my goal for today. Looks like they have a lot of maybe glue on the edge to kind of hold these together. Looks like they've done a standard kettle stitch. So that's my goal. I'm probably not going to talk much. I'm just going to video the process, and then I'll come back at the end and check in at that point. So I will see you on the other side of book 28. to take a quick pause here and just show you my quick little crazy setup. So it's 4:30, I'm almost 4:30, and I have the book block all sewn together, and I use what's called a kettle stitch, and I'll put a link in the comment section or the description section so that you can, if you're interested in learning how to do the kettle stitch, you can. But it's a great way to sew together signatures when you're going to have an exposed sewing specifically, but also even when you're going to do things like case binding, hardcover binding. Like, there are a lot of different reasons you would use kettle stitch. But anyway, what I'm doing today is trying to mimic a particular book, and they have a ton of glue or some sort of adhesive holding the pages together. So what I've done is I've gone through and I've used Golden's regular gel medium, and I've put it on the edges, held them really close together, and then put it on the edges, and now I'm using these clamps to keep it held together pretty tightly until it dries. So I'm going to let this dry probably for about an hour just to be certain, and then I will be back to put the covers on, and I think that'll be it. So see you back here in a moment. Okay, so we are very close to the end here. I have covered the front and back of the book with this particular paper, and then I put them under weight for several hours, and then of course the book block, the actual pages are done, and let's turn on a little more light here and see if that is helpful. This is glued. I put gel medium on this to hold all these together, so now they're nice and thin and tight. And then the final piece to do is to put the inside pages on that will actually hold the book and the boards together. And I kind of did something similar to what they have here. So their book has this sort of flower pattern with some other different things on it, and then when you open it on the inside, they're nothing alike. So I thought, okay, I'm going to do something similar since I'm mimicking this book. I don't know if I showed you the time. We're at 8:25. And obviously I let things dry longer and I did other things. So, alright, so here's the plan. The plan is to glue this to the inside of one board and the inside of the pages, so that when the book closes, they are actually still together like that. So that's the plan. We'll see if that works. And if that works, then the book will be done. How awesome will that be? Okay. See you back on the other side. once again, way too much glue. 8:43, and the book is actually done, with the exception of the drying process, but I can't do that on camera, so I just want to show you the final product. There's some misalignment that I'm going to just have to live with, basically. And once I put this under weight, it'll flatten out, but you can see that I have, I'm gonna have to trim that edge a little bit. But the book is actually, a book. And I just took this paper that I use and ran it through my printer so that I would have lined paper instead of blank. I thought that'd be cool, with the exception of this page that didn't get printed. So yeah, that's the book. It's a blank lined journal that really, really needs to get underweight. So I'm gonna sign off here and say thank you for watching. I appreciate your support and encouragement and all the wonderful things you all are out there doing to keep me sort of on task here. And yeah, this is book 28. I don't have a title for it. I probably will think of one, but for now it's just book 28. It's a blank book. I'm semi-happy with it. Once it gets weighted down, I think I'll be happier with it, but it has to live under weight for a few hours. So again, thank you so much for watching. Here's book 28, blank journal, and I'll post some pictures. My name's Kiala Givehand, Giving Hands Creative, and I will see you next week. Thanks so much for watching.